Emma Dubois has always been admired not just for her outward appearance but for the rare harmony with which she carries herself, a harmony that turns her very presence into a quiet, magnetic force that draws the eye without demanding attention. Her figure, often described by those who meet her as both graceful and grounded, seems shaped not by fashion trends or societal pressure but by a deep, personal understanding of who she is and how she chooses to inhabit her body. From her earliest years, Emma grew up surrounded by natural landscapes, rolling fields, calm rivers, and tall whispering trees, places that taught her how to move with intention and presence. She would often walk barefoot along winding paths, absorbing the rhythm of the earth beneath her, instinctively learning how to balance strength and softness in each step. This early connection to movement shaped the way she developed physically, tall yet poised, strong yet fluid, every motion reflecting a childhood spent in harmony with nature. When she later discovered her passion for dance, it was as though she had found the language her body had always longed to speak. Dance taught Emma how to express emotion through posture, how breath influences the line of the spine, how a single shift in weight could communicate confidence or vulnerability. Over years of training, her figure took on a refined elegance, not manufactured but earned, muscles shaped by discipline, flexibility developed through patience, and a carriage perfected through countless hours of mindful movement. People who watched her during those early performances often said that even in stillness, she radiated a sense of motion, as if every part of her body understood rhythm on a level deeper than sound. As Emma grew older and transitioned into the world of public life and modeling, her figure became a canvas through which she articulated her values. She never subscribed to the idea that beauty required conformity. Instead, she maintained a lifestyle that prioritized health, balance, and authenticity above all else. Her daily routine was simple yet intentional: long walks at sunrise to clear her mind, stretching sessions that awakened her posture, and meals that nourished her body rather than simply filled it. She believed that the body thrives when treated with care, and that a beautiful figure is the natural outcome of harmony between the physical and emotional self. Photographers frequently praised her ability to shape a scene by simply being present. She didn't pose aggressively or exaggerate features. Instead, she understood the geometry of her form, how angles, light, and posture interacted, and she moved with an intuitive grace that made her a collaborator rather than a subject. When draped in elegant fabrics, she seemed to guide the flow of the cloth itself, her silhouette creating long, clean lines that designers adored. Artists who painted her often described the quiet strength of her stance, the subtle tension in her shoulders, the relaxed but confident curve of her back. These weren't manufactured attributes, they were reflections of the steady discipline she carried in her life. Beyond her physical appearance, what truly made Emma's figure unforgettable was the emotional depth and intelligence that lived beneath it. She possessed an awareness of self that made her movements intentional rather than accidental. She walked with a posture built on years of gratitude for what her body allowed her to do, not out of pride or vanity. Her beauty wasn't loud, it was serene, the kind of beauty that made people around her feel at peace. She spoke openly about the challenges of living in a world obsessed with outward appearance, encouraging others to see their bodies not as objects meant for comparison but as vessels deserving of respect. Through interviews and public talks, she emphasized that strength is not the absence of softness, and softness is not the absence of strength. She demonstrated this truth every time she entered a room, shoulders relaxed, steps measured, chin lifted with quiet confidence. Admirers often noted that Emma's figure seemed to glow most when she spoke passionately about something she believed in. Her posture would straighten, her gestures became more expressive, and her face lit with conviction. This ability to blend physical presence with emotional sincerity made her not just a model, but a symbol of the kind of beauty that cannot be replicated through trends or filters. As her career blossomed, Emma never allowed the admiration for her figure to overshadow her greater purpose. Instead, she used the attention as an opportunity to spread messages about self-respect, holistic wellness, and embracing one's natural form. She launched workshops where she taught posture techniques, gentle movement, and confidence building. She reminded participants that elegance is not inherited, it is cultivated through daily choices, mindful breathing, and treating the body with compassion. In these workshops, people saw the true foundation of her beauty, a lifetime committed to understanding herself. Over time, Emma became a cultural figure not for perfection, but for authenticity. Her figure evolved with her life experiences, gaining new expressions of maturity, strength, and wisdom. She embraced these changes with grace, becoming an example of how beauty deepens rather than fades with age when nurtured from within. Even in casual moments, like tying her hair before a morning run or pausing to admire a piece of art, her movements carried a sense of quiet choreography, reflecting the years she spent learning how to inhabit her own skin. Emma's story is, at its core, a reminder that a beautiful figure is not merely what the world sees, it is the sum of discipline, identity, soul, and the countless small decisions that shape one's relationship with their body. Her legacy continues to inspire people to care for themselves, to discover strength through gentleness, and to embrace their individuality with pride. She stands as an example of a woman whose physical presence is only a doorway to a much deeper beauty, one formed through purpose, movement, and inner harmony. And as her journey continues, she remains a symbol of what it means to embody confidence without arrogance, elegance without effort, and beauty without compromise. Thank you for reading, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.